So we're right back where we left off, guys. Apparently, Anyway, I wanted to do this in a in a generous fashion for you guys. This is the third episode for you guys. The second one was great. Yeah, you like that? Family matters. So I thought I'd talk about that. It starts with something before that. You need to know what that's about too. And now we're on to the next one. So I told you I'd be back. This one is about being on track. And if you're not there yet, you got to get back on track. The whole world, I think, is quite off of. It's kind of way off track. Anyway, I didn't want to use that word again, but anyway, I'm over here getting a good exercise today. Had a nice meal, and I got to see. It's nice to sit down in public and get a chance to eat a meal out in the open with the open air and see the people right in front of you walking around you as they do. And what you see nowadays is definitely different than when you were young. So now you're in the seat and you're watching everybody around you do what they do. Not much has changed, so I'll tell you what's changed. I don't want to talk about that, but you already know, right? Change is constant, so let's focus on what we can change. What they need to change about themselves first. I think we started with that. I think they need to focus on what we talked about in the first and the second episodes here, and we'll keep going. We'll keep, remember where we started, of course, and where we're going and what we need to do next, especially because in order to get to that point, we have to focus on today. And, when you woke up in the morning, today you knew it was a new day like every other day, but it was not like every other day, you know that. I knew that the moment I woke up today, and I said, well, I knew what I was thinking about the night before and what I had to do. So tomorrow is very important that we see that extra sunrise come up another day and a day after that, because I think this life and this world is all the other inhabitants of the planet that we share this earth with. I think that life is very important to preserve, and you definitely want to preserve the best parts of life, don't you? So let's talk about what we need to talk about, and how about we talk about only those things and get those things done, and everything else is just all that stuff is not important anyway. So let's make sure to leave that where it is. And before we pick up something, we don't have to pick up something, and just let's leave things where they are, and that's what they want to do, right? Y'all have been picking up things you never needed to pick up in the first place. So there's a lot of things that people need to learn. They need to read that hasn't been written yet. So here we are, and here we go. All in good time for everything. The whole world around me, it seems like they're in a rush to do this, a rush to get there, and they don't understand that the moment right in front of them is the only thing that matters right now is to enjoy it, bro. And if it was about anything else, then the world would have been about that. You see what I mean? So they couldn't handle that, and they thought I couldn't handle that. They thought they knew me better than I did. So I proved. I didn't have to prove myself to anyone, but they were trying to do things and convince me I was something that I don't want to know about what they were trying to do, bro, but they weren't on track. And so let's get back on topic. Let's get back on track with what we need to do today. There's not much time in the day, Apparently these folks, they couldn't wait, so they wouldn't let me cross right now. That's okay. They understand nothing about the laws of the land and the human being in front of them. So they don't understand right now that those are people too, and the law applies to everyone, including you. So anyway, slow down, and don't forget to take a pause and a break. And when the time comes, they tell you to do that. I hope you're listening, because We put those signs there for a reason. Men put those laws in place, and don't make me have to rewrite all our laws just so you can uphold what we need to do. So, I mean, there's better things to do than driving with our phone in our hands and taking people places that they're not taking them anywhere right now is what they're doing. The whole world kind of went nowhere fast in a handbasket, and it didn't take long after the Great Depression. Civilization kept crumbling under their feet after that happened. So-called civilization was very uncivilized, and nothing that mattered was important except for money. So I think that'll be one of the things we start talking about next. But in terms of getting on track, let's do what we need to do and figure out what this experience of life is all about. And I know you know what it is, bro. You got to be on the right path. It's got to be your own. It's got to be the right choice, the right time, the right people for the right reasons. You got to stop being in a rush right now, and just take life one moment at a time. Enjoy this moment you have right now, because the next moment we're gonna be talking about something else, and I'll be there. Not like I said, I'm very glad I found you and that you were able to find me. You have a nice day. We'll talk again soon. Thank you. One love. So appreciate what you have, and let's get back on track where we need to be, okay? And we'll be great. We'll be doing great. Just fine. Thank you. Remember that.